Hi, I'm Lady Lex UK, and last week Tom announced that the nominations for the 4th Annual Impys, that's for Excellence in the Year 2022, was going to be announced on the 14th of February. So these are just the nomination, and there'll be an option to vote on some of these as well before the awards are handed out at the end of March, I believe, 28th of March, something like that. So I thought I'd do a video before they do the nominations to see if I can guess who's going to get some nominations in some of these categories. Some of them I think are more obvious than others. So we'll have a look and see who I think might get a nomination this year and see how many I get right. Probably very few. There's so many dreams in the Dreamverse. Who knows who's going to get a nomination? So I'm having a look at the website on In Dreams, and they list the community award categories first. So we'll go through those first, and then we go on to the competitive awards, which are the individual creations. So they start off with number 1, which is Community Star. Now this says this Impy recognises a standout member of the Dreams community who has gone above and beyond for the wider community. This award can belong to a streamer, curator, podcaster, creator, fan site editor, someone who exemplifies being a champion for Dreams. Now, I think this is a really difficult category to vote for because who do you pick out of the community who has done something standout? The person that I think does the most for Champion for Dreams is Martin Nebelong, and he works for Media Molecule, so he's ineligible for the award. So I think it's difficult for people to nominate when we don't know who works for Media Molecule and who doesn't. So, you know, when people post about Dreams, make a big thing about Dreams, make websites and YouTube videos and stream and everything, are they working for Media Molecule? Are they not? It's difficult, especially when they've been actually hiring people from the community, and people keep this quiet. They don't say anything, so we don't know. So Community Star, it's a really difficult one. It's a possibility I could be nominated for this category. I do have a fan site. I do stream. I do have a YouTube channel. I do creation. But I have been nominated for this category before, but I probably not. I think somebody who is most likely to get a nomination here might be Project Genesis. Now, he went away from Dreams and only recently come back, so that might be not in his favour. But what is in his favour is he's put up a $10,000 competition prize up for Best Dream. He's got competition going on. That might mean that people are thinking, yeah, he's definitely champion in Dreams. He's the one, and he's likely to get a nomination. So that's who I'm thinking of. But to be honest, I really don't understand why we have a Community Star award at all, because most of the categories underneath that, Helpful Dreamer, breakthrough, contribution beyond Dreams, all of these seem to feed into this particular award. So there are people that might get 1 award or 2 awards for the same thing. It's a bit of a strange one, but there we go. Next one, Most Helpful Dreamer. Winner last year, I think, was Tap Giles. I think he's got a good chance for another nomination this year. He is by far the most helpful and most visible helpful dreamer out there. But I mean, there are other people that do help quietly and are not quite as visible. So I don't know who else could likely to be nominated. Myself, I nominated Mean Lad. He has a really great YouTube channel with some lovely tutorials on, and beavers away, works away with very few views on his channel. So I'd like to see him get some recognition. And I quite like the thought that Impys are spread out a bit, so that if you've already got an Impy, especially if you got one last year, you don't necessarily need another one. I feel like that about my own Impys. I did put myself forward. If anybody wants to nominate me, it's nice to get a nomination. I'm not going to worry too much about winning anything. If I don't get any nominations at all, I'll be a bit like, oh, the community don't really appreciate me anymore. But if I don't win one, I'm not going to be worried about it. I've already got an Impy. That's fine by me. The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned, for other people to get them. So that's fine. Next, we have community collaboration. A community-run event that invited other dreamers to collaborate together to create something amazing. I have a community event award for my Lexi Awards. I gave mine to Nefrendel. The other people that could be nominated here are the Dreamfest team. Maybe Fluffy and Sassy for their music jam stuff. I don't know, the Scary Fest team, possibly, or Infini Dreams. They do quite a lot for the community in France. So I expect some of those to get nominations. Breakthrough Dreamer. This is a really hard one for people to work out who counts as a breakthrough dreamer, and to find a dreamer that actually joined Dreams in 2022. I think it also includes December 2021 as well. I nominated Marshall's Account for this one. He had a great year last year with his Backrooms games and some other stuff that he launched as well. I think a really good chance, but there might be some artists in there that might be nominated. I don't know. It's actually really difficult to find out who are the new dreamers. It's not as if they've got a great big badge over their head saying, "Hi, I'm new." So that could be anybody's, that one. I really don't know who's going to get nominated in that category. Contribution beyond dreams. Again, this says it recognises a member of the community who shares and celebrates a dreamiverse outside of dreams. Blogs, video creation, streaming and podcasts. Nominations there. I could get a nomination in there. I think it's unlikely. I think Ugly Sofa Gaming might get a nomination. They've got a good YouTube channel there. Easy Dreams Cult. That's Jimmy Cultis's stream, YouTube video channel. Also, Infinity Dreams again. There's also there's a Dreams podcast team. There's also Red Saikatsu is a good chance for a nomination here for the Let's Talk Dreams series, because it's not just on Dreams, it's also on YouTube. And again, Fluffy and Sassy for the music stream. So there's that. Right, Curation Star. This is my best shot, I think, of another Impy. I won this one back in 2020. I didn't nominate myself in 2021, so here's my option. I don't know who the other curators are. We're a bit of a invisible lot, to be honest with you. I think I voted for Nefrendel. It's really difficult. The best collections and contributions towards highlighting creating the Dreamweavers, because the Media Molecule curation team do such a prolific job themselves. It sort of puts people off making collections, because it's like it's already been done. You know, every time you think, "Oh, I'll make a collection of," oh no, it's already been done. Media Molecule have already done it. So there's not that many curators still left. I don't know whether this Impy will last much longer, to be honest. It's really difficult to find people to nominate. We'll see. Innovation in Create. This Impy recognises a creator or creation. So it could be not just a creator, it could be an actual dream that pushes the boundaries of what's possible with the Dreams tools, whether that's finding a unique application of the tools or developing an original idea that pushes the boundaries of creation. Difficult one. Bad Robo 82 does quite a lot of innovation when it comes to scenery and realism. You've got Udorian U, who does a lot of innovative stuff, especially with the new gadgets, the time gadget, etc. There's also Todo, who did a lot of really good work with the text gadget last year. That's a possibility. I have an innovation category. I think I gave it to Grip Gold. That was a really interesting game with the use of the movement sensor, which you don't really see very often. Another very open category. I'm not 100% sure who's going to get that one. Evolving experience. This is really difficult. This Impy recognises a creation in the Dreamverse that has evolved significantly over the last year, even it was started as early as the Dreams beta. Yeah, difficult one. Trying to find a dream that has been around for a while and has evolved. I picked Isle of Eras for this one because that's been around for quite a while. Other options could be Liminal Life. That's quite an epic game that's been around for a while. There are some that evolved from Dreamscom from the previous years and released. I think Epsilon was one of those. You got Ascent, which was remastered. Red Saikatsu's Red and the Phantom Castle, that got remastered. Also, The Little Ninja got remastered this year. So any of those could be nominated. I think that's a difficult category for people to think, who should I nominate for? So that could be quite varied. I'm not quite sure what we're going to see in there. Right, then we're into the competitive awards. So those ones above, some of those get voted for as a second round type thing because they're community awards. So after the 14th of February, we get to vote. So it'll be interesting to see who gets nominated. The competitive awards, I think these are worked out by panel. So we'll see who the nominations are, but a panel of experts at Media Molecule will be deciding these. So creator or team of the year. This is a team or creator that have shone brightest in the Dreamverse over the last year with creations that stole the attention of dreamers and left them wanting more. Now, so this is somebody that's not just had one hit. I think you're looking for somebody who's had more than one hit over the year. My creator of the year this year for games was Jimmy Cultist. And I think for art, who did I give my art one to? Red Saikatsu. So those two, I think, so Jimmy Cultist, Red Saikatsu, definite nominations, I would say. Also Euphalace, because and the team that made Trips Voyage have got a good chance for a nomination here. Otherwise, it's so varied. Who knows? Lots of different people that could be nominated in that category. It's really wide open. Creation of the year. I think this is going to go to Trips Voyage. If it's definitely going to get a nomination. I can't see how it wouldn't. Other options I think might be Sammy Seal. Also, there's games like Giblets, which is very popular. The Backrooms was very popular. I don't know whether that's eligible. It should be because it's not like copyright, so it should be okay. Very popular, but it is a recognisable creation outside of Dreams, not as original as some of the others. So the panel might take that into consideration. But it'd be interesting to see if it gets a nomination. It was a very popular game. Excellence in art direction, a professional and consistent level of quality and style throughout its visuals and artistic design. Again, Trips Voyage will probably get a nomination here. I also like to see Sammy Seal get a nomination for art direction there. I don't know. Ascent Remastered has a really strong visual style that might get nominated. There's also some artwork, some like walking sim stuff. Bad Robo's Walk in the Park is a possibility here. Also some of the stuff by Atheist SW and Anime Boy, so like Amalfi Hotel is a possibility. Also in the second one, environment art. It's difficult. Art direction, environment art seems to me to be a very similar category, and I think you're going to get similar things nominated in that category too. Asset design, world building, use of lighting and style. We're looking at some of the realism stuff. So I think some of the walking sims I really like Demaray's Westminster London, some London stuff in there. He also did Brixton. They were really good. There's also Utopia and Annalyn Prime, Ian Sane Artist, True Survival, again Anime Boy and Atheist SW there. The obvious standout was Martin Nibelong's stuff, Amsterdam, and Your Train Arrives at Platform 3, but he's not eligible because he works for Media Molecule, so I don't know how many wasted nominations there might be for people that work for Media Molecule that won't be any good, so we'll see. Excellence in narrative, showcasing story and plot development. Lots of games with really interesting stories this year, and some games that were just story driven, very primarily story driven. Things like Whole by Wargarble, which had a really weird science fiction thing going on, and Vineland 2, also a very similar idea. Lots of beautiful visuals with a storyline to read. Then you had Edan, which was radio play. I think some of the actors in that might get a nomination this year. But there's other games that have got really strong narratives, things like Epsilon and what else? Looking at the adventures, you've got Oliver, that has a strong storyline, Liminal Life, the Sammy Seal stuff, Red and the Phantom Castle, Ronin's Path had a strong story. Yeah, there's a lot in there that could possibly get a nomination. It depends on what people like, really, and what they think of as narrative. Excellence in sculpture. Again, it depends what people think of as sculpture. I would like to see Tiny Diorama get something this year. I really enjoyed his little character models, and there's lots to choose from there. Standouts for me were Fox and also Dragon Slayer, which is a little duck in some armor. So I'd like to see him get something. Do people think of sculpture as being like little elements? I mean, you've got people like Sooty Pinions who make really beautiful assets and also buildings, etc. You've also got Bad Robo with his scenery. So I don't know what's likely to be nominated there. I have a feeling that people are going to be going for elements. So maybe Nefrendel's got a chance. Some of the people that made some of the assets for the community garden stuff. So it would be interesting to see if any of those are nominated. Then we've got music track of the year. Difficult for me because I don't look at the elements very much, and music tracks tend to be buried. Original music is buried in Dream. It's really difficult to get hold of it. And I only really look at music tracks when they are Dreams, and then I'm only looking at the ones which have got really standout music videos to go with. However, music track of the year, I'd like to see So You Want to Be a Robot or Goth Egg, which Slip and Fall, which is the one that I gave my music video award to. So either one of those. I liked That's an Island. There was also some stuff from Red Prophet and Trickerbolt and people like that. So it's really hard to know who's going to get music track of the year. Sourceless One, always worth listening to. Prince Tara as well. So it's anybody's, I think, for music track of the year. Musician of the year, again, I've just named some people there. There's also some standalone music and scores for games. Trips Voyage, again, might get a nomination in this category. Hard to say. Excellence in animation. This was the year for the Gucci's Bell episode 2. And Ninja Cat also had another episode out. They're the ones that I gave my feature animation to. In terms of shorts, we had Astro Thumb, brought out some more Astro Thumb stuff, and also the little shorts featuring Durl, and I think that's got a really good chance at an award because the animation is really good in those, but they are very short, so that might be to its detriment, but I think it'll definitely get a nomination. So that's Willow the Bob's Durl. Excellence in gameplay. I think this is gonna go to Trip's Voyage. It's very expertly executed gameplay. I think that's really likely. Other games, maybe Black Lantern, which I really like. That's got a possibility. I really liked Metal Miracle Soul Guardianum. Again, the excellence in gameplay and most original gameplay. I think there's crossovers here and what could be in here. I don't think Trip's Voyage is going to get most original gameplay. I would go for something maybe Paranormal Propulsion or Wibble Wobble or maybe Metal Miracle Soul Guardianum. I gave my innovation award to Grip Gold, and that was an interesting gameplay mechanic using the motion sensors, so that's a possibility in that category as well, I think. Excellence in character design. Again, I don't look at the elements very often, so if there's character designs in there, I don't really see them. However, I think it's possible that Durl, Willow the Bob's Durl, might get a nomination here. Also, maybe Sammy Seal, and the characters in the Sammy Seal series. They're really nice. I'd like to see them recognised in this category. Excellence in audio design. Well implemented audio. This is very difficult. Audio design. Again, Trip's Voyage. It's got good music, good sound effects. That's got a good chance of winning another Impy there. I voted for Edan because it's a radio play, so it's all sound. So you have to get the sounds right in a radio play, and they did it really, really well. Again, also with the voice acting, some of the actors in there, Kelby Jones, it would almost certainly be nominated again in this category. He sort of dominates the male voices in Dreams, and he had two very prominent parts in both Epsilon and Edan, so I think there's a really good chance. It'd be nice to see a female voice win this year. I can't. Lady Snipeshot. I can't remember the names, but there's a few female voices. We'll see what the nominations are. I can't remember people's names, and that's the other problem, is because you might remember the name of the creator of the dream, but the voice actors they had within that dream might not be that obvious, especially if they don't have credits on their dream. So you might think, oh, this is a good voice, but I don't know who did it, and that's a difficult one to vote for. And the final one is Excellence in VR, which I can't even talk about because I don't have it. I don't have VR. So I can't really tell you what would be good in VR and what would not. So I didn't even nominate anybody for that award. So there we go. It says an award category may not be run if fewer than 10 submissions are received. Now, in which case, something like Curator of the Year, if they... there might not even be an award for me to win, because I can't think of 10 curators. Can you? So that's a bit dodgy. Who knows? But we'll see. Like I say, I'd like to see other people get awards, get Impys, rather than the people who've got it year in, year out. I know the people that have got more than one Impy get nominated every year and get lots of Impys, and it's nice for them. But for me personally, I wouldn't be bothered about not winning. So I'd like to see more people get an Impy, because getting an Impy is really lovely. It's a really nice thing to have, And I'd like to see as many people as possible get them before they don't do it anymore, which I don't think will be long. I'll be surprised if there's an Impys next year. There might be the 5th one. They might go 5 and then stop. But we'll see. Who knows? So there we go. There were my suggestions for nominations. We'll wait and see on the 14th Feb to see which ones come true or not, and what the surprise nominations are. I'm sure there's a lot of surprises and people I haven't really thought of, people I'd be surprised to see, people I would like, oh, of course, I didn't think of them, but yes, absolutely. So we'll see what that's like. So join me sometime just after the nominations are released on the 14th February. I'll make a video of my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Catch you in your dreams.